is Maria is asking, and she's in our 417 engaged couples group. Is there a benefit of derma planing? Is it derma planing?
Yes. Derma planing.
Derma planing, thank you. Before airbrush makeup. I've read this, but can't find a picture of airbrush application with versus without.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yes, there is a big difference for not just for airbrush makeup, but for any kind of makeup. I didn't bring it up here with me. Again, I'll have to do another video with you. But there's these little razors that you can buy. So if you want to do derma planing, let me explain what derma planing is first. Derma planing is when you go to a professional esthetician at a spa or something like that, and they are literally taking a like a razor, and they are shaving off that kind of top layer of what's called vellum, which is the peach fuzz that everybody has. Everybody's got a little bit of that on your face and on your body. So it's scraping off that peach fuzz and also a little bit of the dead skin that's on the surface. So it makes your skin really, really smooth, really soft, and definitely helps with the application of makeup. Your makeup is going to look so much better when you get rid of all that peach fuzz and dead skin. So highly recommend getting dermaplaned before the wedding day. However, it is a little bit expensive. If that's not something that's in your budget, then I recommend you can pick them up Walmart, Target, CVS, anywhere in the makeup aisle typically over by where you see like the eyelash curlers and the tweezers and things like that. Or it's these little facial razors. It'll literally say facial razor on the package. And they're just teeny tiny, almost the shape of like a toothbrush with a little tiny razor on the tip. And you can use that to get your own peach fuzz and dead skin off. And so I do that to myself, I don't know, maybe once a month or something like that. So, because a lot of people, they'll get like really bad right here, almost like a, what do you call that? Like a really bad sideburn kind of ish, situation going on. So this is definitely a problem area. And then a lot of times right here, kind of in between the eyebrow and the hairline is another section that a lot of times people have a little bit extra of that peach fuzz. So highly recommend dermaplaning or just gently removing it by yourself at home with a facial razor. Yeah.
Okay. Good. And then Brittany in the group as well said, thanks for that tip. Never thought about that with a shower and essential oil. So, and I never thought about that. There used to be a thing that when probably 10 years ago, I feel like, and for some reason they took them all off the market, but it was, it's called shower soothers. And
yeah,
you were sick, man, you get in there and it just,
I remember those. It was so nice.
It was so nice. But I love the essential oil thing, and definitely share the one that you showed us earlier, because I feel like that is such a good idea. I mean, I can even see that, like, even if you're taking a bath, to just throw it on there, because that steam from the bath.
Yeah.
Instead of it, going away, like you said, if you put it in the bottom, it's going to go away because of the water. But I love that idea. So, and then Kathy, and I think she's in our 417 engaged couples group as well. She said, does everyone need to bring their own lipstick to the day of? So I know what your answer is going to be, but just go ahead.
So some makeup artists will have you bring your own. We don't for our company. We understand that a lot of the people that are in your wedding party, your cousin or your grandma or whoever, maybe they're not somebody who wears lipstick normally. So you don't really want to have to ask them to go out and buy a lipstick, that they're never going to wear again. And they probably don't even know what shade to buy. They have no clue what to do. They're like just going to stand there deer in headlights. So no, we do not ask anyone to bring anything of their own unless they want to. So occasionally I do have a mom or a bridesmaid that's like, this is my favorite color. It's like my signature color. Can we use this? And I'm like, sure, go for it. But for the most part, we carry so many products in our kit. So we just use everything of our own. We typically, I don't have one with me, but typically most of us on our team, we have a makeup palette that has all of our lipsticks, something called depotted. And that means that you kind of break the lipstick off, or you scrape the lipstick out of the tube, and we put it into these little containers And then we have a metal stainless steel spatula that we can sanitize, and we scoop the lipstick out of the pot and put it onto a stainless steel palette like an artist would use. And then we work off of that. So that way we're not like touching the lipstick to anyone's lips. Everything's very sanitary. Everything's separate. We also, to further answer that question, is we give everyone a little touch-up kit. So it's going to be like a little clear pot with a little lid, a screw top lid that we will, again, scoop with the spatula and put the lip color that we used on you in that little pot, and then you take it with you, and then you have something to touch up for the rest of the day. So you don't have to have anything your own. So, yeah.
Yes. I'm going to wait for that feedback. Okay. So I can tell you that touch-up kit, I feel like is amazing. Because, you know, your no matter what lipstick you use, your wedding day is a long day. And so that really helps, having that touch-up kit that you can just touch up whether your makeup artist is there or not. You know, even, you know, before the reception or whenever. So, and I know it's not just lipstick that is in there. So I know you give other things as well, because I've received one of those a couple times. And then Kathy also asked, Jillian, is it okay to schedule breakfast and a light lunch during the hair and makeup on the day of the wedding?
Yes. So we come, part of what's special about our company is that we come to you. So we're an on-site company. So on the wedding day, we come to you wherever it is that you guys want to get ready that morning. So it could be, you know, your hotel room, the bridal suite at your venue, a cabin in Branson, you know, whatever it is that you want to do. And we bring everything, all the hair products, makeup products. We even bring our own chairs and lighting. And all you guys have to do is just sit back and relax and enjoy your morning, which definitely includes, you know, your mimosas and your breakfast and your lunch. And we welcome that. We want you guys to feel comfortable and at home. That's the whole kind of point of why we want to come to you. And yeah, definitely people are always snacking and drinking while we're doing their hair and makeup. Obviously, when it's your turn, your 45-minute slot for you to sit down in the chair, maybe not be snacking, but it happens. You probably don't want to get hairspray on your food, so maybe just eat before or after your appointment. But yeah, that's totally fine, and it's all the time. That's always the situation. Yeah, because we want you to be fed. We don't want you to be. Nobody likes a hangry bride. So
right. Wait for that feedback. So with that being said, you know, you usually start makeup and hair depending on what time your wedding, you know, is starting, and then what time, you know, you know, if you're doing a first look or what your wedding day timeline looks like. Sometimes makeup and hair can be pretty early in the morning. One thing that I definitely want to touch on, I'm going to check just to make sure, that's kind of what I was looking down for, just to make sure whether we have more comments or questions. But one thing that I really feel like would be a helpful thing that I believe in wholeheartedly is making sure that, you know, the couple, and hopefully, you know, if they have a wedding planner, obviously, you know, I know wedding planners believe in this as well, is making sure that you're taking enough time for hair and makeup. You know, something like, oh, my hairstyle is going to be really easy, or, oh, you know, they only need, you know, 30 minutes. I'm like, oh my goodness, no, you've got to talk to them and you know, find out from your professional how long that they need, because it is the most important. You know, what happens in that morning when you're getting ready is going to affect the rest of everything the rest of the day. You know, your photos, your everything. So talk a little bit of as far as time, and then I think we have 2 more questions, and I think we are going to be done.
Okay. So yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people are shocked when I create their timeline for their wedding day, and I say, okay, you have 10 people that want hair and makeup done. Okay, this is what time we're going to arrive. This is what time each person's appointment slot is, and this is what time we're going to be done. And they're like, whoa, that's a long day. It's like, well, Do you want to do it yourself and have it take your usual 10 minutes, or do you want a professional really to take the time and attention to detail? And like you said, the adding the dimension into the face with the contouring and the highlighting and, you know, really getting everything perfect. It takes time. And I mean, I've heard stories that Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, you know, he takes 3 hours to do her makeup, you know, and everyone's like, oh, she's amazing. She's so beautiful. Well, yeah, she's been sitting in that makeup chair for 3 hours. And you know, we don't make our brides sit for 3 hours, but 45 minutes is pretty industry standard for a professional makeup artist. So yeah, we book 45 minutes for all of our bridesmaids, moms, mother of the brides for their makeup. And then for the bride, we like to book closer to 60 minutes so that we make sure she is 100% happy with everything. We want to, you know, really take our time. Not that the other people don't matter, but we want to make her feel extra special and pampered and not feel at all rushed or at all like she can't say, you know, oh, can we switch this or can we, you know, adjust this? We want her to feel like this is her day. She gets to be treated like the queen. She gets a little bit extra time with us. We also do a couple extra steps with the bride that we don't do with everyone else, which is why the pricing for the bride is a little bit more than the bridesmaids. We do a little bit extra skincare prep for them, which, you know, I've told you is so important. Skincare prep is so important when it comes to makeup. And we do skincare prep with all our clients, but with the bride, we really take our time and do a couple extra steps. One of the things that we do with the brides that we don't do with everyone else is we use eye patches. So these are actually the ones that I use on myself that my husband got me for Christmas. But inside this package is some under eye gel patches that go under your eyes. And that's part of what we like to do for our brides because it just really helps with the puffiness under your eyes. More than likely, you probably didn't get a whole lot of sleep the night before the wedding. So you might have some dark circles or, you know, whatever. And it just feels good. It's really relaxing and cooling kind of feeling. So yeah, there's a little bit extra things that we do for the bride that takes a little bit more time, but you can probably, you know, count on between, you know, 45 to 60 minutes with pretty much any makeup artist that you work with if they're professional.
Perfect. Good. I'm going to wait just 1 second. So, okay. I think, so we do have a couple questions, 2 more, and then we will be done. And thank you for taking this time.
Yeah.
Do you like the magnetic eyelashes?
No, I do not. I get asked this a lot, actually. Couple different reasons. One, a lot of people touch their face, and sometimes you don't even realize you're a face toucher. Like some people, like you just kind of do it, you know, which we've all learned with all this Corona thing. Like everybody's like, don't touch your face. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't, like, I didn't even know I was such a face toucher. But anyways, if you are a face toucher, and you touch your eye or rub your eye, there's no glue holding the eyelash on. It's a magnet, a teeny tiny magnet, like smaller than the size of rice. You know, I really don't know that that's going to really withstand you know, rubbing your eye or wiping your eye, which on a wedding day, you're probably going to be emotional. You might need to touch your eye. So that's not reason number 1 why I don't like those. Reason number 2 is you can see the magnet. Like if you look at it closely, if you went to the store and you picked up a pair at Walmart or something like that, you can see the magnet. Like I said, it's about the size of a piece of rice, maybe like half a piece of rice. And whenever I've put them on someone that's like asked me like, hey, I brought these from home. Can you put them on me? And I'm like, oh, okay. And I put them on, you can still see that magnet. They're also really hard to put on. They're not easy. Now, I will say I don't know much about the new things that have come out with the magnetic lashes where you use the magnetic eyeliner. That looks pretty cool. I think maybe that might be something that might be a little bit better. But again, I haven't tried those. I haven't seen those in person. But I would imagine that would be maybe a little bit better than the kind that first came out where it was like your top lash with the magnet and then you had like a bottom lash and you kind of sandwiched them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So 2 magnets kind of sandwiched your natural lashes. And those ones, oh my gosh, those are a headache. So no, I do not recommend those. A lot of people also ask me about eyelash extensions, which I think are wonderful. It's a really great option for someone who might say, I'm freaked out about having, you know, my false lash come off on the wedding day or, you know, something like that. Or a lot of brides will say to me as well that they want to have the lash extensions put in so that they have them for the wedding day and they have them on the honeymoon. Because maybe you're going to Bora Bora or Hawaii or something like that on your honeymoon, and you don't want to have to worry about wearing a lot of makeup, and you just want your eyelashes to look, amazing. You wake up the next morning and he just thinks, oh, you just always look so amazing. Your eyelashes are always so full and voluminous. So yeah, I think eyelash extensions are a really great way to go, a really great thing to look into. So we don't offer eyelash extensions. Gloss doesn't, but one of the makeup artists that works with us with Gloss is a licensed esthetician, and she does do eyelash extensions. So if you're looking for someone, feel free to reach out to me because she's amazing. So
perfect. I'm gonna wait for that feedback. Okay. So, one thing that I would let's try it now. One thing I would definitely recommend, and obviously because we did bring it up, is with that eyeliner, I would be concerned, if they're trying that before for some reason, that it won't come, off when you cry. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I don't know much about it. I don't know if it's waterproof or I have no idea.
Yeah, I would, because there's a lot of mascara out there that is waterproof, but I don't know about eyeliner that's holding your lashes on.
Right.
Because there's emotions. I mean, whether it's, the first look or the ceremony or, the daddy-daughter dance, or, there are emotions throughout your whole entire day. And so I definitely feel like I would recommend something that's definitely going to stay put.
Yes, you want everything to be waterproof. Everything, yes, for sure.
Yes.
Unless it's something like lipstick, because sometimes like the waterproof, long-lasting lipsticks, like the liquid lipsticks, I don't like the way they feel. They feel really dry, and I don't know. I don't like the way they feel. So I'm okay with having to reapply my lipstick halfway through the day, but I definitely don't want to have to reapply my eyeliner or whatever. So yeah, we definitely use everything that's waterproof, as far as like mascara, and even the face makeup that we use, we try to use things that are more longer lasting. And then we definitely use, I don't have one up here, but makeup setting spray. This one's not the one that I use on my clients, but the one that I really like to use and that I would recommend to anyone is the All Nighter. Urban Decay is the brand, Urban Decay. You can purchase it at Sephora or Ulta, and it's called All Nighter. It's a makeup setting spray, and that's what I like to use on my clients when I'm done, because it really does make your makeup last longer. So, and that will some of them have a little bit of like a waterproof capability built into the setting spray. So maybe if you're like, you're worried about usually the first thing that rubs off on someone's face, almost everyone, is blush. I don't know why, but blush just disappears after an hour. So if that's something that you have an issue with, using a setting spray that's like a long-lasting setting spray like the Urban Decay All Nighter could be something that really is a game changer for really anyone, if you just feel like my makeup just never lasts all day. So
good. Very good. I'm here. Do you see that sun coming in?
Oh yeah, I know. I'm starting to get like I'm in a cave in here now.
Every time. And the other thing that I did, you talk about high definition, and you'd think I would have thought about this, but I look how good you look, and then I look at all the details. So if this can tell you anything, right before we started, I clicked high definition on my video camera, and I'm looking going, oh my gosh, you cannot do high definition when you're this close to a camera. Like, unless Jillian does your makeup, and then I'd probably be okay right now, but we can't get together. Otherwise, look at that sun. I probably would have had her do that. So, okay. Shelby has another question. Do you suggest airbrush makeup for hotter summer weddings?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, airbrush makeup is a little bit more expensive than traditional makeup, just because the airbrush makeup is just a more expensive product. So it's going to cost more for us to use it on you. And it is a little bit more of a specialty service that, we have to be trained on to do. So it is a little bit more expensive, but totally 100% worth it. I recently ran into one of my brides that I had done last summer. I ran into her at Traveler's Coffee House. And she's like, oh my gosh, I just wanted to tell you that I love my makeup. I'm so glad that I chose to go with airbrush makeup. And she specifically said this. She said, make sure you tell your brides that it's the best decision they're going to make, and that it lasted through my first look with my dad, my first look with my fiance, tons of tears, and it lasted through the heat and the cake smash. She got cake smashed all over her face, and she said it was fine. Like, her makeup did not move. So I thought that was really cool. I was glad that she shared that with me, because I'm not usually there the whole rest of the day through the cake smash and all that. But obviously, I guess I didn't need to be there, because she said it lasted just fine. But yeah, the airbrush makeup lasts longer. It is really lightweight, so it doesn't feel like you've got a lot on your face. So, you know, when you're outside and you're hot and you're sweaty, you don't want to feel like you've got a lot on your face. You want to feel like your skin can breathe. So the airbrush makeup can help with that. Yeah, it looks really smooth. It looks really natural. It's definitely, you know, most of our brides, I would say 98% of our brides choose to go airbrush versus traditional. But because it is an extra expense, you might say, well, I don't really have the money to get airbrush makeup for all my bridesmaids and my mom and everything like that. That's totally fine. You can do airbrush for yourself, the bride, and then everyone else can do traditional. Like, that's totally fine and very normal. So there's a lot of different options. And all of our pricing is listed on our website.